by someone with fairly lofty credentials recently. We're also going to take some questions from the Space Chickens that they have for me about some of my experiences and other off-the-wall things they want to ask. And we're going to talk about video of aliens. There's, of course, a great Stan Romanek Alien in the Window video. I've captured a few photographs of them personally, and I got another great one this week up on the site. So we'll talk about all those videos of aliens. Are they real? Are they fake? And, of course, the 14-year-old Alienphotog dog will make an appearance on the show, too, before we're done with Hour 2. All right, everybody, thanks for listening to Alien Addictions on Party 93.4 and Party934.com. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Alien Addictions on Party 93.4. Visit us online at www.alienaddictions.com. This is Alien Addictions on Party 93.4.
Hey, Space Chickens, welcome back to Hour 2 of Alien Addictions. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. Going to be a great hour on the show. First thing we're going to talk about is a little bit about videos that people claim to have taken of actual alien beings. Going to chat about that a little bit. After that, we're going to move on to taking some questions from some of the Space Chickens about my experiences and other things they want to know about alien-y type material. That is a word, alien-y, A-L-I-E-N-Y. I don't know if it's in the dictionary or not, but I use it, so it's a word. And after that, we're going to talk about the pyramids a little bit, and this latest news release saying that something quote-unquote out of this world is inside the pyramids, which is something that I strongly agree with. We'll also let Alienphotog dog swing in real quick before we go. But before we get into videos of aliens, I want to remind you guys, swing by the website. There's always a big group and chat there during the show. Or if you're not listening live, just come check it out. It's a great place to come make friends and check out information about this particular topic. www.alienaddictions.com. Now, on alienaddictions.com, this last week, we had somebody enhance video of the Stan Romanek Alien in the Window. And if you guys haven't seen this or don't know what I'm talking about, let me jog your memory. It's a video that an alien abductee, Stan Romanek, took. And he had the camera basically set up on a tripod pointed towards his window, looking to get video of an alien. And sure enough, one pops his head up. And of course, there's been all sorts of controversy over whether or not this is real. And again, before going into is it real, is it not real, I want to remind you guys that no alien abductee is wealthy, as far as I know. The guys who are showing their videotapes or trying to write books or things like that just don't make much money for it. That's just the way it is. Now, keeping all that in mind, that was pretty much the number one reason people have used, from what I've heard, to dismiss Stan Romanek's video, which is utterly ridiculous. Where do you sell a video of an alien? I've got a picture of one. I'd love for someone to buy it. It's not going to happen. Why? Because, yes, it's entirely possible that they're hoaxes. It's entirely possible that it's computer graphics. We all saw the movie Independence Day, which was made, I believe, in the mid-1990s. Great computer graphics in the movie. Tons of video of aliens. They're all computer graphics, though. That doesn't do any good. So, of course, we know this is a possibility. No one is certainly denying that. That said, I'm going to discuss how these videos look to me, just going off the assumption that that is not the case. Otherwise, it's simply a useless conversation to have. Now, we've got the video up on the website, both the enhanced ones and the regular one as well. I've got a forum post up with them in there for you guys to check out if you haven't seen this particular video or the other ones I'm going to talk about. But what gets me about Stan Romanek's video is if you look closely and watch it a couple times, watch the enhanced version, I guess, if you're just going to watch one, because it makes the being a little bit more solid, which was interesting, because when I saw the video, I had issues with my images being transparent, where the bodies were almost see-through of the beings I was taking a picture of, too. So when I saw that his sort of appeared to be the same way, that was amazing to me. But if you watch the enhanced one, it shows the being a little bit more solid, so you can see the facial features a little bit better. But watch the eyes. Watch the eyes of the thing. Now again, we're going off the assumption this is not computer generated. If you want to use the puppet excuse, that's a pretty damn elaborate puppet, I would have to say. If you watch the eyes, you can see them move around from side to side and even blink a little bit. That's what gets me on this video. That, to me, is what is so impressive about Stan Romanik's video of the alien in the window. In addition, I have met Stan a couple times, and he's a real good guy. And you can tell usually when you meet somebody if they're going to be a jack-off and try to fool the world with things like that, like Balloon Boy's dad, for example. I'd have to imagine that most people who met Balloon Boy's dad, once they found out that it was all a big hoax for a reality TV show, apparently, and I hope he enjoyed it while he had it there on the news, I'd have to imagine not many people were that surprised that he did something like that. He seemed certainly pretty off. He's not someone I've met. Just saying, I'll bet you a quarter that people who'd met him weren't real surprised that this was something he'd done. And by the way, that was one of the funniest days of my life when that happened at Balloon Boy. I woke up to the news reporting that a UFO appeared to be flying over northern Colorado, which is close to where I live. I looked at my wife, she looked at me. This was during the rash of abductions this happened at. And our eyes got kind of big, and we watched the whole scene and drama. And, you know, yeah, kind of a douchebag move, I guess. Also kind of the funniest practical joke on the news ever, because let's face it, they're usually just talking about murders and wars and things like that. So, I don't know, distracting everyone with this little boy in peril floating up in this make-believe UFO, I thought was pretty funny, given, of course, that the boy was okay. It was all just a big joke, haha. My point being, having met Stan Romanik, he certainly didn't strike me as the type of person who would put a lot of effort towards faking something like that. He also has an incredible number of encounters, met a lot of his friends, and they all back him up. Some really interesting recent events with him that I'm not going to talk about. I don't know if I'm at liberty to or not. I'll email and ask. But if you want my 2 cents, having met the guy, that's my 2 cents on it. That and just look at the face on the thing, the way the eyes move and blink. Could it be an expensive marionette? I guess. I suppose that's a possibility, but if I got to come down on one side, it looks authentic to me. All right, moving on to another video that I found this last week. Check this little thing out. Again, go to the website if you want to see this. This is one of the weirdest looking little things that I've seen a video of. But if you watch the bottom of the screen, and apparently this is from 2009, I believe. The little thing appears to be 1.5 feet, 2 feet tall, and just walks across the bottom of the screen. And again, there's a weird, not computer graphic-y type of look to it, but almost transparentish. It's not like if a person were that tall walking through. It seems to be some sort of field around it or something like that. This one, I don't know what to think of. It certainly looks interesting to me. Go to the website, alienaddictions.com, and check that out. We'll have a forum thread talking about these videos, and everybody can put their 2 cents in there. And, of course, I've also got to throw the pictures that I took of what I believe to be aliens in there. They're not as good as either of the 2 videos that I just talked about, unfortunately. As much as I wanted to get a picture front and clear of an alien, for me, almost as much as anybody else, I got a couple ones that were fairly convincing to me. The experiences I was in, the first one I took, it isn't nearly as good, but I got a lot of similar face-type objects in this round of pictures. This was an extremely intense event for me. Again, I was called to go to a certain place. I was told to go along a road, which is Highway 7 in Colorado, up into the mountains, and then told at a certain spot, all right, pull over here. Same thing there. I could hear a lot of the clicking. I could hear a lot of the moving around, and got this image, which sure looks like a face to me. Not the greatest image. I wish it would have come out a lot better, but it was what it was. The next one, though, is the one that really gets me, and I've got the whole story on the video there. I won't go into great detail yammering about it here, but you can hear me in my crazy fake alien guy voice that I used for a while there talking about this experience. Now, the amazing thing to me about this photo that I took, the second one, is it was taken very close to the location where I had them run at me or float at me, whatever the heck they were doing the first time when I ran and cried. I finally went back to that area. It took, I think it was 2-3 months before I went back up there. And I took this picture at 1:11 in the morning was the time that it was taken. I was just in my car in the middle of the road, was told to take a picture there, and actually my wife was the one who spotted this. I took a ton of pictures